Welcome back to Added Time FPL Fantasy Premier League Football Podcast. That's a mouthful. It's GW27. Welcome back. We've had some very crazy predictions from Nate the Great.
Just get it out of the way. Just get it
Okay,
out
right.
of the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jarrod Bowen scored a hat trick. That's all I have to bring to this table. I'll see you guys next week. He won me
Jarrod
the game
Bowen
week.
had no reason to score that hat trick. Maybe
No.
his underlying numbers were okay, but he had no form coming into this. I mean, how he managed to score a hat trick and Nate brought him in for those
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
20. Oh my goodness. It's one of those moves that just makes the whole season. And there's no point bringing him in now because now he'll blank. Because I
Oh,
don't trust him.
that's how
I
it
don't
is.
trust him against Everton at home because Everton at home they're playing for their lives and they'll defend hard. Like
Mm.
Everton away, yes. Everton at home, no. So like you got your points out of Jarrod Bowen. So I don't know if I should be chasing you with Jarrod Bowen. So I don't know what to do. And
It's
you
tough
love
as well.
Jarrod Bowen.
Yeah, no, I had him at the start of the season. He got injured and then I took him out for a bit. But I've had him for. I think he's other than Saka, he's my most owned player as in like length of time. So speaking of Saka, man nearly did it again. Got 10 points on the weekend. Nearly got 315s. But I mean, fair play. Would you say
If you
he's a
don't,
must now?
has been a must. I should have never gotten rid of him. The moment I got rid of him, he scored what 40 points.
Yeah, yeah. He was like,
The
"Ooh,
moment
Mike took me out. It's time to show him. Better not sell me."
40 points.
Uh,
Sheesh. He scored 15, 15, 10. So he's again Sheffield away is. We'll talk about it a little later, but he's emerging as the one of the top captain choices this weekend.
mm,
So just goes to show Saka is someone that you have to have.
yeah.
I would say Saka has proven to be more valuable than Kevin De Bruyne this season so far.
That must
Never
have hurt to
injured.
say. That must have hurt you to say that sentence.
Yeah, if I'd captained Saka over the last 4 game weeks instead of Kevin De Bruyne, I would have been winning.
You would have, because Haaland has had some howlers recently. Hasn't hauled many points compared to other captaincy choices. Speaking of which, what's happening with De Bruyne? Is he just Pep's playing him a bit carefully? You think not playing him as much?
Well, we actually didn't suffer from Pep Roulette this beginning half of the season, and now it's back in full force
Mm.
with the injury concerns. And I think everything is coming down to game week, not this week, game week, not even the week. Oh, yes, the week after. So game week 28, there's a big match coming up. Salah is not going to play this game weekend. It looks confirmed. Well, not confirmed, but not non-confirmed. Uh,
So he's a
Klopp
doubt.
Klopp went through a list of players who are back, and Salah wasn't mentioned.
Mm.
And if I was Klopp, I'd also keep Salah for Manchester City
Yep.
in game week 28.
Well, there you go.
So he's being protected for that big game coming up. Um, so that's Salah out, and Kevin De Bruyne is probably being happening the same thing. And if you think about the fact that KDB plays 90 minutes against Luton midweek, I don't know how many minutes he's playing against Man United.
Yeah, he
So
probably gets played because Pep wants to obviously go through. So he would play his best team. Unlike Chelsea, who'd play their kind of reserve team, I suppose, and just claw their way back from a Leeds.
Chelsea only have a reserve team. They
They
don't
do.
have another team. Uh, I would say Kevin De Bruyne is no longer worth the money. He's proven over. He came in that first game week and he scored big. And after that, he's proven that he plays a bit deeper. He isn't playing every minute. And for the amount of money that you want to pay for him, he's already gone down a bit. For that amount of money, 10.7 right now. For that amount of money, you'd rather invest in other big targets like Salah when he's fit, Son, and yeah, one of those two. And that's what you've done because you've got Sun in there this week. Tell us
Yeah,
about that.
I did an early move on. I can't remember if it was Monday or Sunday. I took out De Bruyne for Sun because there was a price. I was gonna lose point two because KDB was dropping and Sun was going up, and I wanted Sun for the long run because he's going to be one of the few that have a fixture in the Blank Gameweek coming up. So, which is why I went with him over Richarlison because I wanted more premium. I wanted to get back on Son because I didn't really have him at the start of last season. At the start of this season, I stayed away from him for a bit, and I went through a Charlison route, and it paid off. But I think because I don't have Salah, I had Salah back then, but now I don't. So I think now I need to get Son. So I have some premium in the midfield, which
The
is why I
problem
went
is
with him.
that Spurs have so much injuries. Their defenders are slowly coming back, and Charleston is out. Does and they lost to Wolves last week. Does that mean Spurs are not the best
It is,
team to
yeah,
back right now?
it is something to look at. Look, at the end of the day, if he doesn't work out for me, that's fine. I've made money on him because he's gone up. So I can take him out. I don't mind. But he's just there for that blank fixture week. So I want to keep. I don't want to
Are
play
you
my free hit yet, which is why I'm still
you
trying to keep my transfer
you're
targets
holding
a
your
little bit.
free hit, but this is the game week to play it. I mean, it's going to be difficult to put a team together with only four game matches that week
Yeah, it will
without
be.
playing your free hit.
No, it will be. I
I
have to
would think
see
you
how.
have to play your free hit that week because, like, well, not you have to, but it's just that it's one of the worst blanks that we've seen in a very very long time.
Yeah,
With only four matches confirmed, that means that I mean, how many players would you have? You'd have Bowen, Watkins, Son,
Bournemouth isn't playing, are they?
not Solanke. I say Watkins. Um, so yeah, it's you have three players playing right now.
Yeah, but I'm still making moves until then. So we'll see. We'll see.
So I'm not factoring in the blank game week because I know I'll just hit my free hit. So that's why I'm not thinking about bringing Sun in for that reason. My decision is solely based on, is this the week to keep Kevin De Bruyne or not?
Hmm.
Is it?
Is he playing
Is it?
Manchester United?
Is he playing? Is he going to score against Manchester United? Is it a game that you want to trust him with? I think I'm off
I think
trusting him with the armband, but
I think he comes on for half an hour. I don't think he starts.
yeah, I think he's clearly I think he's still worth a punt in your team, but I'm not trusting him with the armband. And he could score 20 points this week. Fair enough. But his consistency for actually scoring big and being having the minutes is not there.
Yeah.
Haaland is a better captain. In fact, I think I've been sold on this whole Salah is the best captain option.
So do you have Salah in your team?
Sorry, not Salah, Saka. I
Oh,
don't have
Saka,
Salah in my
Saka,
team.
Saka. Oh, on that, I
And
was about to say. So, who would who would you think are the two main people in contention for the captaincy pick this week? Probably Saka and
Saka,
Haaland.
Haaland. That's it. Saka and
Yeah,
Haaland.
yeah.
We'll close it there. Watkins is
If you want a
playing.
differential, you could look Watkins, maybe Bowen.
I just every time Luton play at home, they actually look like a team that you don't want to mess with. And we
Yeah,
always get burnt by captaining a player when it's Luton away. So I would say, and they also just came off losing like what 6-1,
6-2.
6-2
Yeah.
uh, to Man City. So I feel like they might come back a little tighter. So I'm wary about Watkins as an outside choice, and I'm wary about De Bruyne and Haaland. So it's Haaland versus United or Saka versus
Sheffield.
is Sheffield United, and all of that is pointing to Arsenal having another a five run.
Yeah, I mean, can Saka haul for 4 weeks in a row? It's got to be some sort
It's
of record.
it's gonna happen, I think, and I'm gonna make my caption right now. But I'm still a little torn about what to do about Kevin De Bruyne. If you were me, would you go Kevin De Bruyne to Sun?
Yeah, well, that's exactly what I did. But if I were you, I mean, you've got Gross instead of Bowen. I wouldn't
Yeah,
match my Bowen because Gross has still been getting you points. It's
yeah.
just, it is not normal for what happened to Bowen over the weekend. That is not the ordinary. Like, you don't score a hat trick after being on no form. So that was, I had a feeling. I can't say I predicted it because I didn't even expect a hat trick. And to have a goal 2 minutes and then 3 minutes later another goal, that's just crazy. So anyway,
Yeah,
Gross is
please.
fine.
Yeah, send me updates and cause depression every 5 minutes. Sure, lovely.
So Gross is fine. So I would look to match my son. I think you'd have to go there.
I am torn. I think transfer wise, I have the one free transfer. I guess I could bank it and keep it for two for next week.
I mean, you
Then
could because it's still KDB. KDB might show up, so maybe you give him one more week.
I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? And but yes, it's weird that without Salah, this like a few weeks ago we were always like, there's so many options. It's transformed into a place where there's not that many options anymore. Like I can't choose good defenders because your defenders are not in form. Midfielders outside of Saka, Salah, Foden, Son, and Bowen, and Palmer, Gross, maybe Gordon. There's not any more
Yeah,
options outside of that I would go for. Uh, and then all the injuries to Liverpool, I think, are causing the most chaos. And forward line, I mean, there's too many Man City picks, so you can't even count Alvarez. Darwin's injured. Cunha's injured. Darwin may start
Josh is
this week.
injured.
Darwin is most likely out of all of the Liverpool players to start this weekend.
Mm, mm.
Haaland's injured, so there's just so much injuries that I don't know if it's worth it. Interestingly, just some Chelsea news. They did after losing like horrifically uh,
Oh, on Sunday.
at dying times. They won, but they didn't play very well against Leeds. But they won. Interesting was that Madrid played in the number 10 role.
That was a very interesting tactic from Poch, and it like he had a very good goal. I'll say he's not been great this season, but that was a classy goal. Um,
Even Jackson can't score one-on-one open goals, but he can score his goals
but
from a
Jackson play on the wing. Jackson playing left is like a
Jackson
different
played right.
player.
He played right
Oh
wing
yeah,
this
yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was weird. So Poche's trying some stuff, and it looked
Just
like it
cook him.
worked for. So
Mm,
yeah, so he's not following any recipes apparently, but he's
no,
cooking it right.
I
So
wondered. I also wondered, like, is it time to bring back Cole Palmer yet? But the thing is, I think Poch is spreading his playmaking abilities around more. I don't know, like Gallagher's even scoring. Like, what's going on? Maybe Gallagher's a pick. Who knows? But
well, because Solanke's not playing this week, I'm gonna start Cole Palmer. I do trust him. Get a penalty at least,
I mean,
and
if Sterling's playing and Palmer's playing, there's probably a penalty there because Sterling will get the
ex-
penalty and give it to
that's
Palmer.
exact.
How
That's exactly how it works.
yeah.
My only contention is still back to the same thing. Do I bring in Sun for KDB or do I hold KDB for one more week
Yeah.
against
Well,
a weekly Man
those of
United?
you that have made it this far, you can definitely at Mike and let him know in the comments and say you should bring in Sun or you should bring in Bowen. Who knows? I don't know.
Or should keep
Or hold your
so
transfer.
Sun, Bowen, or KDB? Because I don't think Gordon is the pick. Right?
Nah,
If I'm
not right
looking at
now.
it, Gordon, he's playing Wolves and then Chelsea, but Wolves at home. Maybe Gordon is the pick now.
But Wolves are
Uh,
firing. They're not. They're
yeah.
not the whipping boys we thought they were going to be.
Nah, they never transpired into that. Uh, Kieran Trippier is also a defender that I've been
Don't talk to
having
me
my
about
eye
Kieran
on.
Trippier. Don't
I
talk to me.
just I, I
Throw
just
him at
have a
no.
feeling that he's a pick. He's got the blank, but and he's got Chelsea, but he's the type of player that is back in form somewhat. Not really. He was in form. The last two game weeks were poor, but like we are so short of defenders. I only have like Gabriel. I don't
Yeah,
know who
same.
else to bring
I
in.
mean, I still have
Like
Porro. I'm hoping he starts. I don't know, but
I
I
don't
mean,
think he's ready yet.
no. Unless are you going to trust Cash for another week?
So Cash will be my last place on my bench. I'd love to get rid of Cash and get rid of Estupinan and bring in some better reinforcements. But I mean, Estupinan's not playing the minutes right now. He played 9 minutes versus Sheffield, where they scored five, and he played 30 minutes versus Everton. Does that mean he's working his way back into the team and he might start the full 90? Maybe.
Well,
But
Van Heck is still playing all the games as well. So
well, Van Dijk's doing better with Estupinan there because probably has to take more of an attacking role on.
mm,
So yeah, I think defenders are a tricky one this week. Right now, FPL is in a tricky place, and because there's a lot of injuries and we don't know where the points are coming from. You got to target the fixture, I think, and go not the fixture from the green or red or yellow, but fixture from the form.
mm,
So in other words, we know Sheffield's going to concede big because that's what they've been doing.
yep.
So Arsenal is a good choice for that. So you also keep in mind Saturday, the first fixture on Saturday, there's no the first fixture on Saturday, but it doesn't look like there's an early fixture. But the first fixture sometimes turns out some weird results. There
Yeah,
isn't like a lunchtime fixture, but Chelsea is the first on the list. But they're all playing at whatever
I think
standard
it's
time
3
is in the
p.m.
UK.
in the UK.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 8 a.m. here, so can't say that.
Yeah.
Uh, your title chasers, Liverpool, City, and Arsenal, are probably going to be solid. So Liverpool, City, and Arsenal, and then Man United are not in a good place, but they can always turn up. So I think safest is Saka captain. Sun versus Crystal Palace, that could go either way. Really, it could.
Yeah.
I just, I think I'm gonna stay with KDB, and I'm gonna go one more week.
I just a random side thing. Maybe the English people can educate me, but I hate it that the Premier League have like 6 or 8 games at the same time. It's so annoying. Like I don't know why. I mean,
They're only allowed to watch like one game a week on TV, anyways.
like why not do like an earlier fixture on a Saturday and spread it out a bit and have like more on a Sunday? I don't know. Maybe someone can tell me. Let me know in the comments if you live in the UK and you can understand why the Premier League do
I think
8 matches at the same
I would
time.
say I think there's a couple of things they do it for. One, I think there may be some reasons to do with gambling that's to do with it, or match fixing.
Oh,
There's also uh, there's also the TV rights and what
yeah,
slots are available for TV, and so weirdly, I feel like people outside of the UK have a better access to watching soccer
they
than
do.
football than
I
us because
I've lived
remember in South
here.
Africa,
Yeah,
remember
every
you can watch
game.
any match,
Yeah,
every game whenever you
yeah,
want,
I
right?
loved it
In Canada, if you buy the app and you have streaming access, I choose which game I want to watch and I watch that game.
because everyone's
There,
fighting for broadcasting rights in the UK. So you Sky Sports can't broadcast everything. They broadcast like 3 of the main games, and then you got TNT, which is another paid subscription on the side, and you got ITV, which is like a BBC thing. But that's just free stuff. That's mostly cup games, but it's all in shambles. It's not like DSTV. Shout out to if you know what DSTV is.
I'm using Fubo
Football.
as my app,
I use
but
football as my notification app on the can't watch all the games. Yeah.
the other one of the main reasons is they actually want to encourage people in the UK to go to games. So
Mm,
that's why they don't show as many games live on TV because the idea is that the football culture will be negatively affected if everybody just stays at home
yeah.
and watches.
Well, one day I will definitely apply for a season pass for Chelsea, and go be miserable in person. Because why would you want to be miserable at home alone when you can be with
Miserable
thirty
when
thousand people? Anyway, we digress. Okay, so my captaincy pick is stuck on Salah at the moment, and yours is as well, unless something changes. Don't think so.
mine's on KDB, but it's going to soccer.
Hmm.
Tell me something. I remember we were speaking earlier about Walker as a decent
Oh,
defender pick because I'm looking at my defender picks
and
and
you're
I'm
like,
like,
who else do we put in now? Yeah.
Walker does play quite a lot. He didn't play the last game against Bournemouth though.
Walker's fine,
Uh,
but I don't know. I feel like he tries a bit too much and he just doesn't get anything done. The more I think about it,
so so
um,
we stay away from. I was thinking
mm,
that like to sort my defenders out, just bring one Arsenal, Gabriel, one Liverpool. It'll be maybe TAA when he comes back, or
Bradley's
VVV
very good, by the
over
way.
Van Dijk. Bradley's in for my team for now, and then bringing in a City defender, and you just play those three because you know they're going to be fighting for the title, so they're going to keep it tight.
Mm, mm. Well,
And
if you're like me, you have a wild card still, so you're not too stressed. If you're like Mike, you got to think ahead now. So tactic time. Sorry, I'm just throwing things in your face. Yeah, let me not throw something in your face. Kelleher, the man that probably won Liverpool the Carabao Cup final, is in insane form, and I believe he's still 3.7
hmm,
as a goalkeeper for Liverpool. We mentioned, well, we chatted about this before, and you were saying a good strategy could be going forward is to have Allison and Kelleher before a
well,
bench boost,
if you were
after bench boost,
if you
sorry.
were planning on using your not using your bench boost, using your bench boost now over the next couple of game weeks for the double game week with Bournemouth playing twice and Luton playing twice. I was thinking that if you bring in Kelleher alongside your Areola, whoever you have, he's a cheap goalie that's actually going to play with Liverpool playing really well. Though
Yeah,
they're playing Man City in their double game week. So it's a good time to hit your bench boost with him in. And then when your bench boost is over, you want to maybe switch out your goalie to keep Keller and switch out your other goalie to Allison so that you have no need for a second goalkeeper that's playing, but you have Kelleher to play in case Allison is
Yeah,
injured.
because
So
Allison's only expected back at the end of March, so he'll only come back in April game week. So that's a long time still.
after Easter,
Yeah, because they'll have at least 4 games, I believe, before he comes back. No, Liverpool will have 3, 4. They'll have yeah, they'll have 4 games.
and you also have Champions League, eh?
Yeah, true. But maybe
So
maybe he plays Allison in the Champions League and plays Kelleher in the Premier League because Kelleher showed that he can do it. So might not be a bad pick to look at next month.
yeah, so I think overall, yeah, it's going to be an interesting game week. I'm going to hold Foden then. I'm not going to make the big move to Sun.
KDB, you mean? You're gonna hold
Uh,
KDB.
well, I was also thinking about Foden too.
Oh,
I think
Foden. You're thinking of offloading
I
Foden.
have money. I have the money.
Sure, this guy has the pounds.
I
I
have
don't-
3 million in the bank because I have Gross
what?
sitting there. That's yeah. So I could easily go
You got so much money.
Foden to Sun as well. I could go Gross to Sun if I wanted to, I guess.
I have 2.4 in the bank. Hmm.
But I hold
Yeah,
in Gross.
yeah. Okay, well, let's do something different. See how it goes. Is tell me your team lineup for tomorrow's fixtures. Starting in
I
goal.
got I got Areola. He's set and forget.
I also have him in. I was considering Dubrovka because they're playing Wolves at home, but Newcastle's form is a bit shaky. So at the moment, I have left Areola in against Everton away.
No, I'm not playing that game.
No,
We
no,
switch your goalie and the one on the bench gets the points.
yeah,
No,
no.
no, 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 no,
That's
no.
Russian roulette
I'll
right
leave
there.
it. I'll leave Areola where he is. He stay there. Just one
Tell
and done.
me, tell me. I assume you're playing 3 at the back because we
Yeah,
are
it's
all short choiced for defenders.
Gabriel. We
Gabriel.
both have
Yeah,
Gabriel.
we
He's.
both
I
have
think
Gabriel.
he's a must-have as a defender.
You got
Everyone should be having him.
Estupinan,
I got a stupid and
and
you
I
got
got
Van
Van
Heck.
Heck. So that's cancels each other, I suppose. And then the
Yeah.
one differential that I'm deciding between Doughty and Porro. Again, I have Botman, but Wolves, Newcastle. So I don't know if I'll play Botman.
You got a good spread of defenders. I would go Doughty. I think he plays very advanced. I've got Bradley.
Yeah, Bradley's a good shout. So
So
if basically
Doughty,
for me, if Porro doesn't play, Doughty will. So, but I
yeah,
don't think Porro
that's
will
good.
play. But yeah.
They won't play.
Midfield, you got 4.
Yeah, we both got Saka.
Yep, both got
We
Foden.
both got Foden. My two before don't talk about Sunday. My two is Palmer and Gross. Your two is Bowen and.
Son,
Are you only playing four in the
I'm
league?
only playing 4. Yeah, you playing 5. That's the
Okay.
difference. Yeah. So
I got KDB to round mine off.
yeah. Okay.
And
Pending changes.
forwards,
Pending.
who you got up front then?
Haaland, Solanke, and Watkins.
But Solanke's injured.
Not really.
It
I'm
doesn't
waiting
look
for
like he's
news.
gonna.
I know. But like I say, so if he doesn't play, Barkley will come in.
Barkley, the G, breaking his way to England.
So that's my first midfielder. Should Solanke not play? But Solanke is starting. He's in my starting lineup. And I don't think if he doesn't play, he won't come on as a substitute. I don't think Bournemouth operate like that. So I don't really have much to worry about. And then I guess to round it all off, your captaincy pick.
Saka, star boy, Mr. Consistent, runner form versus Sheffield on their way to stomp their line to the Premier League title. I don't think there's anything stopping them really from
No.
getting it in there, especially if the result for City versus Liverpool's a draw. Arsenal won't make the same mistake they made last year. They will push hard. And in fact, it will come down to them making sure they beat Chelsea when they verse Chelsea away from home,
Yeah, same
which
for
is
me.
with the game that's been postponed. Yeah.
Saka is my captain as well. I got the vice captain on Haaland just in case, but it doesn't really matter because Saka will play. If you want to look at differentials, you would say Son against Crystal Palace. He's playing at home. Son's playing at home, and I guess would you? would you gamble on KDB captain for those people out there that don't own Haaland or don't own Saka maybe, and they've got like KDB and Salah and Son? Would you consider
Statistically, I'm done. I'm done. No, I wouldn't consider
you'd
anymore
you'd captain
because
you captain Bowen against Everton before you captain KDB, I suppose, because
yeah, I
Bowen's
kept Luton against Watkins rather. Like Luton
Luton.
against
Yeah,
Watkins, even if it's away from home. It's just that KDB has not shown the consistency in his play, his position, his minutes. It all points to not best captain choice. And I took a gamble on it already for the last couple of weeks, and I think I'm done now. That's why this week he scores for 40 points. So
yeah. The game's a game. It's a cruel game. It's a cruel game.
that's what's going to happen. And it's against Man United, but I think it's proven that Foden and Haaland are the two picks from City. Those are the ones you should keep.
Cool.
Uh,
Well, there
there
you
is a
go.
chance that KDB will be a good pick for the end run of the season. I'd maybe look at a captaincy pick or bringing him in after the Liverpool game. Things calm down a little bit, and by that time, maybe he's got the minutes in his legs that he can play every game. So yeah, I'd look at the end run of the get through this next round of Champions League. Look at the end run, and then you can bring him back. But
Yeah.
right now, he's not a captaincy choice, and I think I will be thinking all day about whether I should bring in Sun for KDB
Okay.
every day, all day, every hour,
Well,
every
you've
second.
got 23 hours to make that decision, so no rush. You got some time to sleep on it.
And we just hit extra time on that note, so we
Yeah.
better call it here.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for liking and subscribing. Don't forget to let us know what you are planning to do this game week. Let us know. Let
Yeah,
Mike know.
please tell me,
Yeah.
please, KDB or Sun, what would you do?
KDB hold the
What would
transfer
you do?
or to bring KDB and match. But yeah, we look forward to seeing what the game week unfolds. And then we're back for next week, which will be an interesting possible free hit or minus pointer, depending on how you want to go. Which we'll
Yeah,
talk
you're gonna
about
help
then.
me make a free hit team soon. You're
Yeah,
gonna do a
we'll do a
video.
free hit draft midweek, and then there'll be
Oof.
two episodes next week.
When you only have four teams playing and you have a free hit, it's gonna be a fire week there.
Yeah,
And
it
here's
will
the
be.
thing: everybody who hasn't played their free hit is gonna suffer that week. So that's where people like me can hope to pull ahead of anyone who hasn't played their
Mm,
free hit,
mm.
because it's gonna be difficult to put a team together from those four teams playing, because
You're
they're
making me
kind of
scared. Maybe I'll just play my free hit just to keep up with you.
you have to.
I
I
know.
don't think
I
you have a
will.
choice.
I think everyone in our league will probably be playing our free hit.
Yep.
So we'll go from there. Cool. Anyway, stay safe, stay warm. Canada's always cold, so I guess stay warm.
It's blizzard yesterday. It's full of snow out there.
There's sun coming through. That's why my eyes are starting to squint here in Wales. So good stuff. I'm back in Wales, by the way. We're going all over the place.
Mr. International.
Yeah, Mr. Worldwide. Oh, cool. All right, everyone, take care. We'll catch you next week and see ya.